Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to another episode from me, Avomance, on Minecraft Magic. Now, this week, episode 4, we are going to talk about how you can protect yourself, make it less likely that you're going to get hurt, and if you do, make yourself less hurt as fast as you possibly can. And we can do that through potions and through enchantments. Again, first off, we need one of these fellas. This is a melon. If you don't recognise it, you don't eat enough fruit. So get yourself your melon, chop it, and get your melon slices. I've got 3 melon slices there. The first thing we're going to make is something called a glistening melon. A bit like last week with the golden carrot. You get your melon slices in there and you spin around the gold nuggets and you get this glistening melon slice. Take those glistening melon slices because you will need them for your first potion, along with 3 awkward potions. Come into your brewing stand, pop in your awkward potions and pop the glistening melon slice in the top. It starts to bubble. Now this is the exciting part. You're about to make a potion that is going to restore your health. It's a very useful potion if you get in a fight, and it's definitely a very useful potion if you're going on some of the boss mob fights like the dragon or the wither or something like that. It gives the instant health effect. Instant health, there you go, potion of healing. Now potion of healing is going to give you 4 hearts instantly. So if you've lost 4 hearts, drink this and you get 4 hearts back instantly, which is a very useful thing. Also, you can extend it. And by extend it, I mean make it more powerful. Obviously if it's instant, it can't get any quicker, it's instant. But what you can do is you can make it more powerful. So rather than getting 4 hearts of health, you can create something that gives you more. And this one is going to double the impact. And you can see this now is an instant health 2 potion. Instant health 2 potions are absolutely superb. They will give you instantly back 8 hearts of health. If you can quack these fellas fast enough, it basically is like having an extra life. So, in the interest of science, I'm going to cause myself damage. I've got hunger, which means my hearts aren't going to be restored. And I've already got 4.5 hearts worth of damage. I'm going to lob myself off of this tall tower. And I'm hoping that it is not enough to kill me with those remaining 4.5 hearts. If I die, well, it will serve me right for not researching properly. Are we ready? Ouch. Right, I've got 1.5 hearts left, which means I've got 8.5 hearts missing. If I then take this potion of healing, that has restored 8 half hearts, or more specifically 4 hearts. And if I take another one, that's restored another 8 half hearts. It's a massive improvement in your health. For our next potion, we have got to go through the horrible portal of doom into the nether. And the reason is that we're looking for a very specific item to go into our next potion. And we need something that floats around and looks a little bit like a balloon with legs and makes a horrible whiny sound that was recorded from a dead cat. Unfortunately, I can't see any of them around here at the moment. So we're just going to have to assume that I've already killed some. About 1 in every 10 approximately ghasts that you kill, they will drop this fella, a ghast tier. It's a relatively difficult drop to get because sometimes when you shoot a ghast, it dies over lava. So anything it drops, you lose it. So it's a relatively rare item. But if you pop in a ghast tier into an awkward potion and let that fella brew up, you get a potion of regeneration. You can see there it's got 45, which means there's 45 seconds on this potion. Now what's really good about this potion is it's not got an instant effect. It takes 45 seconds, but every 2.5 seconds it gives you back half a heart. So you can take one and battle on and you're sort of healing as you're taking damage, which is actually very, very useful. Now you can make this fella even longer if you put in some redstone at the top. I'm just going to take one of these back out because I'm going to need that in a moment. So this redstone is going to extend the duration like redstone does with all other items, and you are going to go from 45 seconds to 1.5 minutes. So you can be battling for 1.5 minutes, and in battle 1.5 minutes in Minecraft is a very long time, getting half a heart back every 2.5 seconds. But now I know I said never ever do this. Never ever do this with just 1 bottle, but if you put some glowstone in there, Not only can you extend this fella, you can make it stronger. You can get the Regeneration 2 effect. And Regeneration 2 restores your health more than twice as fast. And there you go, Regeneration 2, only 22 seconds, and you cannot extend that. That is as good as it gets. But for 22 seconds, you'll get half a heart back every 1.2 seconds. I have lobbed myself off a tower of sand yet again in the name of science to show that you can get lots and lots of lovely from this. So we've got Regeneration 2 for 22 seconds. I'm going to drink this. So imagine that I'm in battle. So that every second and a half you can see my hearts are going up. One, I've got a heart up in my right hand side, which is very useful. And that's just going up half a heart every 1.2 seconds. And it continues to do that for a whole 22 seconds, which means that you can be on almost zero and get yourself a full stack, just like that. And my hearts are like wobbling around until the effect goes. Now, in an ideal world, you won't need those potions because you'll never get damaged, and you can increase your chances of not getting damaged by enchanting your armour with some kind of protection. Let's take this diamond chest plate and see what it thinks it's going to give me. So Unbreaking 1, Projectile Protection 4. That is the best type of projectile protection that you can get. And then on that's Unbreaking 3. So let's take this Projectile Protection 4. It's given me a number of things there, Unbreaking 3 and Thorns, which is brilliant. And let's talk about protection as a whole. Now protection, what that means is it exactly as it sounds. If you have protection, it protects you from pretty much any type of damage. There are 4 varieties of protection, and I'm coming over to my AFK Fish Farm and I'm going to take one of each of these books out, because these books are going to help me very much to explain what it is we've got to do. Now the first type of protection is protection, and what protection does for each level, there's a maximum of 4 that you can get naturally in Minecraft. It will give you 4% times the level. So protection 4 gives you 4 times 4, 16% reduction in the damage that most damages do to you. So it won't protect you against things like falling in the void, but it'll protect you against fire and all that kind of malarkey, which is very, very useful. Now these do stack, so if you put protection across all of your pieces of armor, you'd get 4 times 4 times 4. So that's 64% reduction in the amount of damage that you take. But if you're going to be doing something that's specific, like, I don't know, go into the nether and fight in blazes, you might want a specific type of protection. Maybe fire protection. Now fire protection is a little bit better if it comes to protecting you with fire. It does nothing for projectiles or blast or anything like that, but it will protect you really, really well from fire. It will protect you 15 times the level as a percentage. So fire protection 4, which is the highest natural amount of protection you can get with fire protection, that will give you 15 times 4%, so 60% damage reduction just on one piece of armor. And it'll also protect you against being on fire, which other armor normally would not do. Blast protection, maybe you're going hunting for some creepers, or you're going to fight the wither or something like that. Blast protection would be very useful. 8 times the level % reduction in the damage that you will get, which at blast protection 4, which is the maximum naturally, that gives you 32% reduction, 1/4 reduction on the damage that you're going to get. And it also reduces the chance of getting knocked back from an explosion, which can be very useful when you're fighting some things. And finally, projectile protection. As it sounds, this is going to reduce the damage you get from a projectile. So arrows or a trident that's been thrown at you or something like that. So if you're going hunting for drowns because you want some tridents, this is a great projectile protection thing for you. That is going to reduce 8 times percentage of the level. So level 4, you get 32% reduction in the damage that you will get. And again, these things stack. Unfortunately, you can't stack them to 100%. There is a protection cap of 80%, so you don't turn into a god. So to demonstrate this, maybe I shouldn't use a slab of meat, I should use a sword. To demonstrate this, I'm going to go through to the nether and take on a few blazes, but I have layered myself up with fire protection 4 across all of my armor, and that means I have got 80% reduction in damage from fire, because that's the maximum. Now theoretically I'd actually have over 200% damage reduction, but you can't have that because that's not natural. So I'm going to come through and we're going to go and take on those blazes that are just at the end of the corridor on the other side of this portal, just here. And we should find that we get a massive reduction in the damage that we take from fire. So if I just stand here and wait for the blazes to spawn, And there we go. They're going to start firing at me any minute. And I'm even going to stand in the fire. Look at that. It's doing me very little damage. And as a result, I'm not remotely scared of these fellas anymore. It's doing me a little bit of damage. I'm not completely impervious to it. But can you imagine? I'd have been absolutely obliterated by now if I'd have not had this wonderfully protective armour. And I don't need to worry about things going on fire as well. It protects me in a very nice way. Thank you very much. And as a result, things like this mean you can get lots of blaze rods, which means that you can do all kinds of lovely things. So you see there, I took 2 hearts of damage. I literally stood in a mob of blazes, firing all over the place, taking no care whatsoever where I was stepping into fire or whatever. And I only took 2 hearts of damage. Pulled out a lumber of blaze rods, thank you very much. All of a sudden, fighting things doesn't seem so scary anymore with all these protection and healing capabilities. So if you're a new player and you're a little bit worried about going out fighting things, get yourself some of these potions and these enchantments and you'll become as close to invincible in Minecraft as you can possibly imagine. If you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you're enjoying it, and I will keep on making them. Also, if you've not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see it in my sub club. I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.